Hello, friends and colleagues. This is Phil Wilson. I'm the managing director, along with my wife Beth Wilson, of 1782farm.com. You can find our blog at blog.1782farm.com. Today, we're going to introduce you to our four-part feature article on raised garden beds. Part 1, why the current generation of raised garden planting beds suck. This is a four-part article series which is most appropriate for those of you who aspire to advanced gardening, professional farming, and specifically we focus on high production market garden operations and specialty small-scale farming of select crops. Here's the lineup of articles that we're going to cover in this video and others. Part 1, why the generation of raised garden planting beds don't make the grade. Part 2, which new USA manufactured raised garden bed product knocks the ball out of the park. Part 3, details on the winning vendor. Part 4, validation of the carbon footprint for the top 3 finalists. Part 1 is the problem with today's raised garden beds is an issue because raised garden beds are a staple for modern gardeners, offering a convenient way to grow vegetables, herbs, and flowers without the need for tilling soil. In fact, no-till is a best practice even for as small areas as a raised garden, which is approximately 42 inches by 84 inches long. However, not all raised garden beds are created equal. After assessing numerous products on the market, it's clear that many of today's options, while popular, suffer from functional deficiencies, safety concerns, and durability issues that make them poor investments for the average gardener. Functional deficiencies in the current market leaders include 1, durability issues. We saw durability issues with Vegega, Vego, and Birdies of Epic Gardening. While these products tout long-lasting materials like galvanized steel, many users report premature rusting, especially in humid or coastal climates. Sharp edges on panels present safety risks during assembly and use. Other competitors such as Kesfit and EcoStore and other cheaper models use thin metals or untreated wood, leading to warping, cracking, or bowing after only 1 or 2 seasons. Number 2, safety concerns. Sharp corners and edges on metal frames are hazardous, especially for children. Some products feature finishes that degrade over time, potentially exposing harmful chemicals to the soil and plants. Lightweight construction makes many beds prone to tipping or collapsing, especially in areas with high winds. Number 3, design flaws. Limited height adjustability makes these beds uncomfortable for users with back or mobility issues. Poor drainage systems result in water pooling, leading to root rot and wasted plants. Also, the lack of modularity means gardeners must purchase multiple units to expand their operation, creating a patchwork appearance. Number 4 is environmental and ethical concerns. Many raised garden beds are manufactured overseas using processes that may lack sustainable practices. Long shipping distances contribute to their carbon footprint atrocities. Sidebar: the carbon footprint of imported raised beds. Choosing raised garden beds made in China or Australia comes with a hidden environmental cost, which is the carbon footprint of international shipping. Transporting these heavy products over thousands of miles consumes significant amounts of fossil fuel contributing to greenhouse gas emissions. For example, shipping a single container of raised beds from overseas can generate several tons of CO2 emissions. The energy-intensive manufacturing processes often used overseas may further increase their environmental impact. By choosing locally manufacturing alternatives, gardeners can reduce their environmental footprint while supporting sustainable practices and local economies. And here you see a picture of a raised garden bed made out of 4x4 cedar, which is an ideal for those of you who have a millionaire's budget. Why these raised beds are poor investments? Gardeners often invest in raised beds for longevity and functionality, yet many of these products fall short. We've seen short lifespan, such as having frequent repairs or replacements which undermine the initial cost savings. Compromised usability, which has generated frustrations with poor design and which deter people from gardening. Also, the safety risks, injuries or contaminated soil can lead to additional costs. And one other that is really kind of critical, which is coming to the forefront now in this raised garden market, which is seeding for a raised garden bed. While Vegega, Vego, and Birdies have gained traction as market leaders, their shortcomings leave room for a next-generation solution, one that addresses the pain points gardeners face, such as seeding. At first, we all loved the above types of offshore products. Now they have lost favor because of their poor aesthetics and all of the other points documented above. But there's another reason that will rock your gardening world, and that's because there's a new hombre in town. There's a next generation raised garden bed, and we want you to stay tuned for the official launch of our next generation raised garden bed, which has superior quality, unmatched functionality, and eco-friendly credentials. It's set to transform gardens across North America and beyond. So stay with us as we go through the next 3 parts of these raised garden bed feature segments. Until next time, I am Phil Wilson, and here's to finding the best of the best raised garden bed product with you. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now.